Welcome to another edition of Vikings Update, your source for the latest news in Valley City State athletics. Well, it's been a few weeks since our last episode, so we'll catch up with men's and women's basketball today and also talk with Cathy, Hanek, head coach of the Viking women's basketball team. Starting with men, had one postponement due to cold weather this week, scheduled game with Crossroads College. That has now been moved to February 8th, and that will be a home game. Following Christmas, the Viking men, they headed north for the Westman Classic in Winnipeg. VCSU took 6th place at the tournament. Vikings dropped their opening round game 71-62 against Manitoba. In round 2, Vikings bounced back 80-65 victory over Lakeland College, and in the consolation championship, Vikings fell 77-59 to Brandon University. Russell Robinson, he wrapped up a good tournament with 16 points and 13 rebounds in the loss. On Saturday, VCSU got 27 points from Aaron Dusky, scoring 2 here as they defeated Minnesota Morris 64-55. Ty Pratt and Russell Robinson both got in on the first half action with buckets here as VCSU led 30-25 at halftime en route to the victory. Win moves the Viking men to 4-9 on the season. It is VCSU's second win over Morris this year. The Viking women also hit the road following Christmas, soaking up some sun in California. While there, VCSU posted a 1-1 record, opened the trip with a 78-67 loss to Menlo College. Menlo, tough team, they're ranked number 22 in the nation. Vikings then closed the trip, dominating 70-47 win against Cal Maritime, led by a pretty good all-around game from Steph Peterson. Peterson, well, she's been playing very well as of late, averaging 15 points a game over the last 6 contests. She had it going on Saturday as well, knocking down a pair of long-range baskets here en route to a game-high 21-point Saturday in the Vikings' 77-55 win over Minnesota Morris. Vikings led 42-20 at the half, putting the game out of reach early. Vikings are now back to 500 at 6-6. We had a chance to talk with head coach Cathy Hanek about her team. Joined on the Viking Update now by Cathy Hanek, head coach of the Viking women's basketball team. Coach, your team playing pretty well right now. You've won 3 of your last 4, 2 in a row, coming off a big victory over Minnesota Morris. You're back to that 500 mark at 6-6, kind of the mythical hump to get over. What are your thoughts going forward? How are your team's playing?
We're playing well right now, and we obviously want to keep doing that. Some things that we wanted to improve on from the last time we played Morris, and we did some of those things, so feel pretty good about that, and looking forward to our trip this week.
Yeah, you're going down to Denver, Colorado, going to take on Northern New Mexico, Johnson, and Wales. A pair of teams that, the school's played a bit the last couple of years, some independent teams. What do you know about them so far?
Their style of play is obviously up-tempo, and they're going to shoot it a lot, so we need to work on ourselves defensively and guarding the outside a little bit better than we've done, and that's our focus for this week.
Going back to the Morris game, you guys won at 77-55. Really put it away early, though, 42-20 at halftime. That's got to be good to see, right?
That was what we wanted to do, come out of the gates and play well. We knew that they hadn't played since they played us, so hopefully, we had a little bit fresher legs than they did, and we came out and we played really well in the first half.
And we'll close talking about a girl I've been impressed with, at least Stephanie Peterson, junior from Mandan, North Dakota. I didn't expect her to be much of a scorer coming into the year, but last 6 games she's averaging 15 points a game, had 21 against Morris. What is she doing so well for you right now?
She's doing a lot of things well. We know that she's going to come out and play hard and give us defensive presence and defensive effort every game, but her scoring is obviously icing on the cake for us, and she's making the shots she's given, and she's obviously getting out in transition for us, which is probably her biggest asset offensively is getting out on the break and finishing for us.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. Let's go get 2 wins and come back 8-6.
Thanks.
Cathy Hanek, head coach, Viking women's basketball. Coming up this weekend, Viking men and women's basketball hits the road for a pair of games in Denver, Colorado. Vikings will play Northern New Mexico on Friday and then face Johnson and Wales on Saturday. All times listed are Mountain Standard Time. After their short road trip, Vikings will return home for a busy week at the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. VCSU hosts Trinity Bible College on Monday, January 13th for a doubleheader. They then host Johnson and Wales for a doubleheader on Wednesday, January 15th, and the Viking men host Oglala Lakota College on Saturday, January 18th. In other news, VCSU will also be showing off an improved W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse next week. University has installed new backdrops behind the baskets and has also hung some new championship banners from the rafters. If you haven't had a chance to check out a home game yet, next week is a great opportunity. That does it for this edition of Vikings Update.